Okay, so it's Sunday, time for some Sunday reverence, and I'm going to read Matthew 27:46, which says, "And about the ninth hour, Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, that is to say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me?" And reason I've kind of picked that for today, even though it's more fitting with sort of the Easter story, is I wanted to talk about that. Earlier this year, so it would have been around Easter time, whatever time that was this year, because obviously it changes. I was walking to the local shops, and like a lot of people, I was scrolling on my phone, checking my messages, and I have this app which is it gives you like a Bible quote for the day, and on that particular day, it was this one, and I don't. Excuse me, I don't normally read them aloud, especially when I'm out in public, but I decided to read those particular words out loud. So I read in my head, "And about the ninth hour Jesus cried with a loud voice," and then I said those words out loud, "Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani," and I didn't really know even at the time what language it was, although apparently it's Aramaic as opposed to Hebrew, and I burst into tears. And I was walking along in the street, so you can imagine I was like, what's happening? And it was really interesting that, sometimes when you read the Bible, I kind of often thinking more about what does that mean, thinking about the meaning as opposed to the feeling. And I think the thing was with those words, because I didn't know exactly what they meant, although obviously it says after that is to say, "My God, why hast thou forsaken me?" It hit harder because it was in Aramaic. It actually felt like it was more on a soul or inner level than the English words. And so that kind of made me start listening to other things in Aramaic. And one of the things I'm kind of addicted to listening to, there's a version of the Magnificat, the Song of Mary, in Aramaic and English. And I listen to that regularly. And it's interesting because that song also made me cry for the first, I don't know how many times I listened to it. And yeah, I just thought it would be interesting to share that sometimes you can connect with some of these verses through either like the Hebrew or the Aramaic versions, and yeah, it may feel like a more deeper connection.